So we're ready to export our GIF, and it's pretty simple. All you need to do is go to the File menu on the menu bar and go to Export. It's a little bit different than just saving. Exporting allows you to do some compression things, some size changes. So what we're going to do for a GIF is we're going to go Export, Save for Web Legacy. And it gives you a new window. And currently we're in something called Optimize. So this is what Photoshop is guessing is the best settings for your GIF just from the get-go. And over here, there's a few different things to pay attention to. Right now, all you need to pay attention to is that the drop-down menu here, you have GIF selected. There's a few other ones, but the only one that will give you the animation is GIF. Here in colors, so you can also alter the number of colors. The maximum numbers a GIF can support are 256. I definitely don't need that many, but if you were to do a GIF from a video file or a GIF made of full color photographs, you would definitely want to play around with color more because you just necessarily have to sacrifice some colors to keep the file size manageable. So I'm going to stick with, actually we can go to 4 because I really only have black, white. So you can see here the color table has changed to reflect 4 colors. The other thing to pay attention to is the image size down here at the bottom. All of these other options feel free to mess around with, but the most simple path to an exported GIF is to check colors, make sure you have GIF, and then play around with the size. So as I look at the size, I made this to be 1080 by 1080, and I don't actually need it to be that big. So what I can do is I can go to this percentage box and turn it to 50, and I can hit play down here to sort of preview the animation, and it's giving me the size it's at, the sort of settings I've picked, and then what it would look like. So this is also probably going to this preview is actually going to be a little bit slower than your GIF will be once it's exported, because what it's doing here is it's doing a lot of compressing, a lot of thinking, and then once it's exported, it'll play normally. So I think that looks great. I'm gonna hit done. And the last thing to remember to check are the looping options down here at the bottom. So you can actually make a GIF that will loop once and then stop. So you could play around with that in different projects, but for our GIFs, let's hit forever and let's hit save. And now it gives you a screen where you can save, and I'm going to name this GIF. Let's name it black circle GIF and hit save. And now I can go to the folder where it was saved, and because I'm on a Mac, I can just hit the spacebar to quick view it, and I should see my animation. So there you go. There's your exported GIF.